he could snuggle me last night, so that's good.
Well, that's better.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't before. So
He's like, you're a horrible big spoon. Because he's like, you don't like envelop me. And I'm like, that is your job as the man.
Yeah, sorry, man.
To envelop me. Not the other way around.
That's a good word.
Envelop.
Yeah, I've never used it.
Because I was like, Mel is the big spoon sometimes with Eric.
Yeah.
He's like, wait a minute, she is? And I was like, yeah. He's like, well, you're a horrible big spoon. I'm like, okay, well, I'm with that. I don't want to be the big spoon. I want to be the little spoon.
You know what's funny is I actually thought he hated being me doing that. And he actually was like, no. Why would I hate that? You're hugging me. I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Okay. Count us down.
Because I'm a nerd.
You want to clap again?
I almost hit my own face.
We just got our blood work done.
Yeah, we did.
And our doctors asked us, what are we doing to have such great blood work?
Yeah. And you know what we told them?
ProCare!
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we told them, like, yeah, we take ProCare every day because they have a multivitamin that you can just take one a day.
Yes, exactly. They have a capsule and a chewable form. And not only do they have vitamins, but they also have calcium chews.
Oh my God, they're so good.
They're so delicious. It's like our own little sweet treat for the end of the night.
It really is because they have the dark chocolate and they have the cinnamon roll.
Yes, and I love the salted caramel and the dinner mint.
Alrighty, we'll go to procarenow.com
and use code OSLP at checkout to save some money. Okay, trying to figure out portion sizes after weight loss surgery is fucking hard.
So hard. So freaking hard.
So we found this company and they take the guesswork out of it.
Yeah, my goodness, guys. Look, it's portion perfection. They have bowls and plates and they have all sorts of organizing things on their website. I can't wait to get more. But it literally tells you 1 cup, 1.5 cup, 1/4 of a cup. Like the guesswork is completely gone.
Yes. And the plate, even better. Protein, salad, veggies, whatever. And then this little section, carbs. So because you can have carbs.
You can have carbs.
We are so excited and we cannot wait to see what you guys think of this. This is definitely OSLP approved.
100%. So the link is down below. So click that link, get your discount, and start getting your portions correctly now. We have found something very, very extraordinary, and it's different.
It is one of a kind.
Mm-hmm.
It is NewTri Health.
Yes.
And they are giving you the next level information on your weight loss surgery journey.
They really are, because they fill you with all this information about exercise and food. You watch a little clip, 1.5 minutes at the most, and then you do a little fact checks, and then you do an article, and then you do a quiz one time.
One time. And so you get to track your progress. And not only do they have these quizzes, but they have a place that you can log your food, your exercise, and your weight.
Yeah. And they're not tracking calories, guys. They're tracking your mood. Like, how did you feel yesterday about your food? Did you exercise? So it's a way for you to journal without journaling.
Yes. So go to NewTriHealth.com, choose Our Sleeve Life Podcast as your provider, and sign up to maximize your weight loss surgery journey.
Yeah. So go now. Welcome back, OSLP family. Yeah. Welcome.
You are listening to Our Sleeve Life Podcast, and this is Kelly.
This is Mel.
And today we are going to talk about an award show.
I love how calmly you came in on that. Today.
A very big award show that is happening in Portland, Oregon.
It is.
And it is hosted by yours truly.
By us. We're killing it.
Tickets are on sale. Voting is starting. It started.
It has started. It's been going.
It has been going.
By the time this goes out, you guys only have a couple of weeks left. So you busters get onto our freaking website. It's oursleevelifepodcast.com.
Correct.
And literally you just hit the little hamburger button and then you click on it and it opens up to Just Be You Award Show.
Yes. Click the Just Be You Award Show page.
Yes. Oh, the hamburger button's on your phone.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're on your computer, it is up at the top. Just click on it, scroll down a little bit. Voting is right there. Tickets in a hotel are right after. We are so freaking excited for this event. And we are going to have a pink carpet.
The pinkest.
And the pinkest pink carpet out there.
Yep.
And we are you get to walk the pink carpet. You get to get photos taken. You get to meet a bunch of really cool people.
You do.
We have so many cool people coming. I'm just like envisioning what it's going to look like with everybody in one space. And I'm just like, it's going to be the biggest party of the year.
I know. We're going to be celebrating all of you guys. Like, we're going to have honorable mentions. It's going to be lots of fun because we have a photo booth too at the end. You guys can hang out in.
We're still figuring that part out.
We are.
But we are.
But look forward to that.
We are going to do that. It is going to be at the after party, which is going to be in the same location. We're just going to party it up late into the night.
Yeah.
There's 2 bars. We are going to have, it is general seating, so you can sit with whoever you want.
And I'm stoked because I talked this one into doing some fun things during the show.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited about that part.
Yeah.
I wasn't when we talked about it, but now like being up on the stage and kind of playing it out a little bit, I'm really excited about it.
It's so good.
It's gonna be awesome. So come out to Portland, hang out with your friends, hang out with your berry besties. We get to just have a great time, and it's just a one night only thing. So make sure you get your ticket.
Yeah, we're going to entertain you. You don't have to do anything. Just show up and be you.
And dress up or not dress up. Just wear whatever you want.
Right.
But we're going to be dressed in killer dresses. And and this wouldn't all be possible without our wonderful sponsors.
No, like if it wasn't for them, we couldn't put on this awesome show for you guys.
Correct.
And we want to tell you who our top sponsor is. If you don't know.
ProCare. ProCare vitamins. We love ProCare vitamins because we take them all the time.
Yep.
They are the best freaking invention I've ever heard
I know.
of.
And I love the calcium chews. Like there's some right on that freaking shelf.
Yes,
I can see
I'm actually going to take one of those bags.
Do it, girl.
Home with me because I am running out.
See?
At my house.
Because the chocolate ones are so good.
They are so good. I mean, all of their calcium chews are good, but the chocolate has a special place.
Yeah. I do like the new ones that Nick made because the mocktails are so good. They taste like Starburst, basically. Yeah. I'm like, holy shit.
We had them when we were at ASMBS.
Yeah. Every morning I just grab some.
Yes. So it's just a lovely company. They all really care about this community. They all really care about making sure that we're taking our vitamins on a regular basis. And they're what inspired us to be more regular with our vitamins.
Yes. And if you're listening and you think you don't need to take vitamins, you do. You really freaking do.
Yeah, you do.
You do.
Every day.
Like we've done so much research. Fucking take your vitamins. So
the next sponsor, not top sponsor.
Yes.
We only have one top sponsor. The next sponsor is Jamie. She is the sleeve dietitian and the tribe membership.
That's right.
We have been partnered with her for a few months now, and we absolutely can't say enough good things about her.
I was gonna say we couldn't love it anymore.
No,
like it's seamless. She has the same mission. Like we do. Like so it's really all about you guys and making sure you guys are taken care of. And she literally has experts upon experts that all have had bariatric surgery. So like they legit know what you're going through.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is an incredible space to be in. And
very safe.
I love the support groups. There's one almost every single day. And so it is quite awesome to be there.
It is. You guys, if you guys haven't checked it out, you just go to her page. So just the sleeve dietitian and then click on her link and it's a tribe membership. Yep. So, and I think we actually might have it in our bio as well. We do. Go over there.
Definitely do.
That's right. So,
and then our next sponsor is Michaela Miller, which is Losing to Blooming. We have done several episodes with her. Every single time she makes these profound thoughts that come out to us, and then we end up doing shit that we should have been doing a long time ago.
I know. And we recorded an episode with her not too long ago, like literally like a few days ago.
Yeah.
And we're just mind blown. So like
mind blown. And she actually made me cry, which y'all know I don't cry. I don't cry. So that it was pretty profound.
It was. So you guys have to check out that episode. Go check out her too. Cause like she is incredible. She gets you to open up and really make you think about yourself.
Yes. And she's a life coach. So it's pretty. Yeah.
I mean, and she's 6 years out from VSG.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. And our next sponsor is
my surgeon. Yeah. Dr. Emma Patterson.
Yes.
And she's at the Oregon Weight Loss Center in Portland, Oregon. And man, she is an amazing woman. And she's taken care of me my whole journey, my brother his whole journey. And I can't think of any better way of like showing support by us. Like me giving back to the community and then her sponsoring what we're trying to do.
Yeah. Exactly. Our last top. Why do I keep saying top? Our last sponsor
No, it's not.
It's not. It's not.
It's
even
really
our last
not. We
one.
have a lot
Just
more.
Bear with me because I apparently have no brain
All of
cells
a sudden,
today.
she's off. We were
I am
like
off.
so giddy before we got on here.
So off. So our next sponsor is the Surgical Associates of Bayonet Point. Bayonet
you
Point.
got it. You got it, girl.
Got it 100%. They are based out of Florida. And they have some cool things going on in their office. They, number one, they prioritize exercise.
Yes.
Pre-op and post-op, which we have not heard of.
Yeah.
I know I didn't have any any guidance on exercise. So I like that they have added that in because it is important to move our bodies.
100%.
Before and after.
It's important to not only your physical health, but your mental health.
Yes, 100%. And they also have a body composition machine. And that thing is freaking cool. Because it measures not only it's not like a scale where you step on it and gives you numbers. It gives you numbers for every aspect of your body.
Correct.
So it's not just you weigh 200 pounds. It's here's your weight. And then here's how much is fat. Here's your BMI. Here's your muscle mass. This is, it gives you a bunch of different numbers. So it gives you a better outlook of what all entails.
Yeah. What your actual health is.
Yes.
Because it's not just whatever the scale says.
Correct.
Yeah. So
our next sponsor is going to be Dr. Joe Cribbins and Marty and Heather, Joe's wife. They're all going to be at the show and they're actually going to present an award, which is really cool. It
is.
So they're all going to be there and they are also a sponsor of ours.
They are. And that's the Texas Center, right?
Yes.
Yes. We're just gonna...
I never say it right. There's too many words. There's too many words for me. But
I love it.
They are all linked below and you can all find them.
Yes. And the next one is the Georgetown Surgical Center.
Yes.
Right. And that is Dr. Eric Smith from the TLC show, 1,000-Pound Sisters.
Yes. And he is an incredible man. If you have not listened to our episode with him, go back and listen to it. He gives us some facts that just blew our mind.
It really did. And we have more coming with him.
Yes.
So look forward to that, guys.
Yes. Yeah. Keep an eye out for that. Our next sponsor is Miss Tabitha.
The real Berry Boss.
She is a bariatric therapist.
Yeah.
And she is such a calming presence and you really feel like you can talk to her.
Oh, yeah.
And we did an episode with her way back when we first started the podcast. And then we actually did another episode with her while we were in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
At the WLSFA event. And that one you guys have not seen because that was just for people at the WLSFA.
Yeah, that's why it's important to go to the events.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So we did an episode with her and it was so fun to talk with her again and kind of get these conversations out in the open.
Yeah, especially that's where they need to be, in the open, because that's the only way we can break the stigma, guys. And our last but not least, its own Bariatric.
Yes, Miss Nolani.
Yeah, she is a transformation coach and she's had surgery as well. And she is just a doll. Yes. I love her.
Yes, she is incredible. All of these people are incredible. And if you haven't gotten the theme of it, they are all people that we have worked with, that we trust, and that really care about the community as a whole. Yeah. And just want to give support because that is what our mission is to, number one, break the stigma of weight loss surgery, that it is not the easy way out. And also to give support to those that don't have it.
Exactly. Exactly. Like the only way you can be successful is to have all these types of people that are sponsoring in your life. Like you need a therapist and you need a dietitian and you need your vitamins. You need your surgeon. Right? Yes. Like these are all the types of things that you do need to have a successful journey. So if you don't have one of those, go get one.
Yes. So go and get a ticket right now. Go vote right now. And we will see you on November 12th at the historic Aladdin Theater.
Yep. And when you're there doing all those things that's Kelly's saying, just look at the top because there's a button that says become a Patreon member. And you click on it and it goes right to Patreon. Yep. And then you can sign up. So we love the $7 or higher just because those are our benchies.
Yes. We renamed the Losers Bench to the Winners Bench.
Yes.
So we have a Winners Bench support group on Facebook. Hold on, before you already roll your eyes, I need you to know that this is not that type of Facebook group.
No.
We are not a toxic group. We are not giving out that advice like, don't eat strawberries. They'll make you gain weight.
Yes.
Like, no, none of that. This is purely just a group of people that really feel connected to each other.
Yes.
And it's amazing every time we announce a new member, how supportive the members are.
Yeah,
they all
like
say
instantly.
welcome, and they all give support if somebody's having an issue. And it doesn't matter whether you're being like a Debbie Downer because that you have those moments. This journey is not rainbows and sunshine 24/7.
Absolutely not.
And so it's really good to have those people that can really give you support and love when you absolutely need it, but then also cheer with you on those moments that it is like you get those really cool non-scale victories.
I love seeing those.
Yes,
they're so
it's
fun.
very
Like
cool.
waking up to those, I'm like, oh, this is great to wake up to. Like
Yeah.
this, it really does like start your day on like a good note.
It
So
really does.
I mean, come join us over there.
Yes.
And if you want to watch all of these videos, you need to go over to YouTube. It's on your phone. It's on your
preloaded.
phone. Click the freaking button, type in RC Life Podcast. We're the only ones.
Yep.
And you just hit subscribe, hit the bell, and then you're going to get a notification that we drop one every freaking Tuesday as a new episode from us. And you get to see what we're doing while we're talking because sometimes we're goofballs over here. So. She might be pointing to me if you were watching.
Yes. So go do it right now. Okay.
Okay. This episode is Kellie's brainchild, right?
Well,
Protein.
kinda. I mean, we did our last episode where we talked about the pillars of bariatric surgery.
Oh, that's true.
And we forgot to mention protein, but it was on my list. And then we decided, no, that's a bigger episode.
It is a bigger episode.
Protein has so many benefits. And we did a bunch of research.
And our minds are fucking blown.
Yes.
So
this
holy
is
crap.
the first one, okay? So like this is what I came into. I'm like looking up protein and bariatric surgery because I want to make sure, we like to make sure that we're giving you the most accurate information.
Yes.
So did you know that protein was named after a Greek word, proteos?
Okay.
I'm saying it wrong. I know I am. Proteos. It is Proteeios.
Okay.
And it means prime importance.
Of prime importance.
So when we say protein most,
Protein first, protein most.
that it truly is, it's real.
Yeah.
Like that's a real thing that even in the Greek word, it's saying
that protein's important, guys.
it's important.
You need
prime
it.
importance.
Yeah.
So especially after bariatric surgery.
100%.
Yes.
Holy crap.
So because I know right now I'm not getting enough protein.
Yeah, I'm not getting, I mean, maybe I am. I don't think I'm hitting like 60, but I'm getting real close.
So you're not.
So I'm not.
That's what you're saying.
I'm not people.
Is you're not getting enough protein.
Not.
So neither of us are getting enough protein.
Yeah.
We definitely need to start tracking it.
Yeah. 1,000.
Karen is lighting
I was
up.
like, what's
Karen's
going on?
yelling at me. I hit my water goal yesterday though.
Ooh.
Like hit it. I was over 100 ounces yesterday.
Good job. And if people don't
102
know
to be
what's
exact.
going on, so Karen is her HidrateSpark bottle. I have one too. It's not down here, but mine's name is Doug. And they light up when it's time to drink. So it's important because you need water.
I have it set up 12 times. Now, the kind of cool thing is when we recorded with Michaela, for some reason, water just kept being like thrown out there. The word water.
Yes.
Every time she said water,
Kellie,
I took a drink.
it was hilarious. I was
every time.
I started counting because I'm like, oh, this is really happening.
This is
every
a real
time.
thing. So if you say water to me, apparently I drink my water. So I just need a lot of reminders. But I actually hit it for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty freaking proud of myself. I actually put it in the Benchies.
I saw.
I screenshotted it because I was like, come on, guys. Like I hit my water goal.
She did it.
And it was because I didn't get a coffee.
Ooh.
I didn't have anything impeding my water.
Yeah.
So today I got a coffee. And so I'm like on it. I'm like,
you're watching it.
I think I actually, let me check really quick. Because the other cool thing about this bottle
the
is
hydrate.
that you actually get like it tracks it for you. So every time you set the bottle down, it remeasures how much liquid is in there.
Yeah. So you guys don't have to do the math. It does it for you.
You don't have to like hit a button to log it.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything. It pre-does it. So I'm at 34 ounces. So I have 30 ounces to go.
All right.
Which it's only 2:00. I can totally do that.
You can totally. You have plenty of time.
Yeah. So anyways, let's go back to protein.
Protein.
So this is the principles of protein. So
I love this.
Okay. So protein assists in proper wound healing after bariatric surgery.
Yes.
So it is a safer surgery than a gallbladder surgery.
Yep.
100%. That it has been proven over and over again. It is safer. So, but you still have wounds.
Yes, you do.
You have 5 punctures. I mean, I kind of feel like they're punctures. You have 5 of them.
Okay.
So you're still healing, and your stomach, if you're getting the VSG, 80% of it has been taken out.
Yes.
So your stomach is still healing. You need protein to heal better.
Yes, you do. You 100% do.
Now, it is known that you cannot take in a ton of protein right after surgery.
It's hard.
It's really, really freaking hard.
Because you have to balance it with water. So you're like, what the fuck?
Yes. So it is they actually say it's 30 to 40 grams of protein right after surgery.
Yeah.
For I think it's like the first few weeks. Like
yeah, you actually have it on there somewhere.
I do.
Because I thought it was actually 40 to 60.
40 to 60 is it. You are correct,
yes, ma'am.
So immediately after surgery, the protein goal will range from 40 to 60 grams per day as you're adjusting to a small stomach and a new way of eating. Once you have transitioned to regular food, then you have a goal of 60 to 80.
Yes.
So you're at least a month out before you're hitting that goal. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That makes 100%.
It makes total sense.
Well, in your healing, in your pouch is like an ounce or 2.
Yeah. I mean, I could only eat probably half an ounce to an ounce at a time. I mean, I'm trying to think back. It was 3 years ago. But literally, like, I think it was like half an ounce to an ounce is what I could handle. And even like, I remember I had these small yellow bowls. They're probably like this big.
Yep.
And that's what I ate my food in.
Might as well.
I didn't have like pre-position or pre-portioned out stuff. I would just put it in the bottom of that. Half the time I never finished it. Like never finished what I put in that bowl, because your eyes are bigger than your stomach most of the time. You're used to eating huge portions that you didn't realize are huge portions until you are eating like an ounce of food
at a time. Yeah.
So so we definitely wanted to mention, like, if you are just having surgery, it is completely normal not to hit an 80-gram protein day.
Yeah.
Like,
so don't be hard on yourself. Be nice. Like, literally, it's 40 to 60 for like, what did it say, for a couple months?
It's like a month after. Because it's once
so.
you transition to real food, which in my eyes is about a month.
Mine was 6 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. So about a month to 6 weeks, depending on what your surgeon, and always make sure that you're checking with your surgeon.
Yeah, just follow their rules, because that's why mine was a little bit longer, because I did 2 weeks of liquid, 2 weeks of puree, 2 weeks of soft food, and then I went into hard food. Yeah. Yeah. So.
And I was 2 weeks of a liquid diet, 1 week of a pureed, and 1 week of a soft food, and then I could transition. But I also transitioned very like, I didn't go right into like,
no, you're like baby 7
a steak. Like that was not happening.
It's always scary.
It is scary because you don't want to, because you hear horror stories about people like throwing up, you know, and you don't want that.
You don't
want to not, you know,
I hate the feeling of puking.
Oh yeah.
Like, and most of the time when I puke hard, which for me is like, I get the little blood vessels in my cheek. So it looks like I all of a sudden have like freckles all over my face.
Yep.
And I'm like,
that happens.
Same thing. Yeah. And it's annoying. And I'm like, whatever. But that's one thing I was like, I don't want to puke this up.
Yeah.
Because it would be hearty.
And you want to make sure that you're chewing very well. So at least 25 chews per bite. And you want to wait a minute in between bites.
Yeah,
at least.
Yeah.
Because you want to give time for that food to go down. And then you're also wanting to realize, like, what is making me full? Or like, am I full right now? And my big key is the hiccups.
Right.
My nose ran a little bit. I've also had it to where I get almost like sweaty.
Oh.
Have you ever experienced that?
I've experienced that when it was more like almost to a dumping situation because I'll sweat a lot, my heart will race, and then I'll get like the saliva-y in the mouth.
Yeah.
But I don't ever actually puke. That's what I was, that was like my kind of dumping syndrome feeling.
What did you?
Mine's burps. When I burp, I'm
No, I was
going
to say, what did you eat to get that?
Ice cream.
Oh.
Yeah, I can remember distinctly. We were in Newport. Because we always go to like once or twice this summer, we'll go to Newport, we'll go to Chowder Bowl, and then we'll walk around, and then we'll get like an ice cream to go. Oh. And I ate it way too fast.
And so it wasn't necessarily the ice cream, it was that you ate it too fast. I
ate it. Yeah. I feel like it was definitely both because it was like, whoa. And then I felt in the car, I was like, I feel really weird, babe. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I don't know, my heart's moving. Like, and then all of a sudden I was sweaty and I was like, I feel like I could puke right now. He's like, are you going to? And I was like, I don't know. And then I never did, but I just had to focus. Like I couldn't even music had to be off. Eric couldn't talk to me. Like I had to focus in on okay, we'll be okay. We'll be okay.
I feel like that's a pretty common dumping
it was
reaction.
Fucking
you
weird.
need to just lay down.
Yeah. I was like, don't just let me focus and figure this out. Yeah.
Ugh.
But I was on the car ride home. So that was.
Oh, yeah. That's lovely.
Yeah. So I'm just doing that long drive. It took about 20 minutes.
I actually went on a long road trip to Boise one time, hung over as fuck. And it was bad. It was right after Kristen and Colby's wedding.
Oh, yeah.
I got trashed at their wedding. I even fell down the stairs that morning. So my stairs.
So you're still drunk in the morning?
So it was the stairs went up. It was at the townhouse.
Oh, okay.
So the stairs went up and then it was landing and then you went up the rest of the way and then walked around.
Yeah.
Oh, I went down, I was halfway down that second step or the first set.
Okay.
Fell. My foot just slipped and I fell all the way down the stairs. My water bottle goes flying because, I'm trying to hydrate at the same time. And I luckily I did not break anything.
Was it your butt that just slid all the way down? Or it was
down.
face first?
No. Butt all the way down. So it was good.
Yeah.
But the whole way over to Boise, I was like, you have to pull over. I'm going to vomit. And I vomited a few times on the side of the road.
Oh my God.
It was the worst. I do not recommend getting fully trashed and then be hungover as you're driving for 6-7 hours.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Oh, awful. Yeah. Pro tip, don't do that. Okay.
Yeah. Pro tip, do not do that. Okay. So let's go back to the principles. Protein helps your body burn fat instead of muscle for a healthier weight loss. So that's something big that we figured out with all of our research and we kind of knew this, but it was kind of nice to do a little bit more research on it.
And it validated some things that we thought,
that when you lose weight, if you're not getting enough protein in your body, your body will start to burn your muscles.
Yes, because it's pulling from your muscles now.
Yes.
Yeah, it needs it.
So it's imperative that you get enough protein so that you don't lose all your muscle mass.
Yeah, because I lost a good amount of muscle mass.
I lost a good amount too.
Yeah.
The next one is protein supports your metabolism as you lose weight. So the more muscle you have on your body, the higher your metabolism, and the more fat calories your body will burn, even while at rest.
Yes.
Which we knew because we had talked about doing the squats and stuff.
Yeah, because your biggest muscle burners are your butt. Well, butt's one, and then thighs is number 2.
Yeah, your glutes.
So that's why I always squat it out, people. Squat it out because it burns for 3 days,
which makes sense.
And running does 1 day.
Yeah.
So
it makes sense because I had lost so fast, but I was building muscle.
Yeah.
Because of the job that I was in.
Yeah, it was fucking physical as hell.
And doing yoga, you're building these muscles in 2 aspects of your life.
Yeah.
So your body's metabolism is so high at that point.
It really is.
So good to know.
Good to know.
Protein helps keep you fuller longer. We already knew this. This is a given. Unless you are pre-op and you're listening to this, it keeps you fuller longer.
It really does. I've heard people tell me I'm wrong before, and it's
you're
no,
not wrong.
Literally, it just takes longer to break down.
Yep.
It makes you full, because they're you have a pouch that's an ounce.
Yes.
And then you're chewing up all your meat. You can probably only actually eat 2 ounces because when you chew it up, it's going to go down. That just stays there.
Yeah.
And hangs out.
Yeah, because it takes longer to break down in your stomach.
Right.
The acid that is in your stomach to break down your food say you're eating a yogurt.
Yeah.
That is a very simple protein that your body, it kind of slips through. There's nothing to break down, really.
Yeah.
If you're eating, say, a chicken, and those bites, those are going to take longer to break down. So it makes sense that it would keep you fuller longer to get a more complete protein.
Yeah. And yogurt is a protein, so it's still going to be better than if like you're eating crackers, because crackers are going to go boop.
That is a slider food, people.
Like 100%. Yeah. So like if you have a choice, fucking pick the yogurt.
Yep.
Over that cracker.
Because if you think about it, if you're sitting on the couch and you're eating chips, crackers, whatever, you can eat more of that and you will be hungry within an hour.
Yeah, sometimes 30 minutes.
I was going to say 30 minutes, but I was like, you can eat that mindlessly and you could never reach that full feeling.
Which makes sense why, like, I call Eric a junk food junkie.
Yeah.
Because like he'll be like, I'm just so hungry. And it's like, but you actually didn't eat anything that would make you be full. If you think about it.
If you think about it like that.
Yeah. So I need to actually, maybe I'll word that with like, no, you're eating slider foods.
Yeah. Because anybody can have a slider food.
Yeah. That's for anybody.
It's not just a bariatric thing. Like that's a world thing.
Yeah.
That's a world problem.
It's for everyone.
Yes. And so you need to be eating a complete protein. So your body takes longer to break it down.
Yeah.
And you get more nutrients from a complete protein versus a non-protein slider food.
Yeah.
I mean, even the chips and crackers that have protein in them, because they're out there, that's still not a complete, that's not a dense protein.
No, it's not dense.
So
no.
Eat your steak, eat your fish, eat your chicken. Yes.
Do the things.
Do the things, people.
Please.
We already told you.
Please.
Protein also helps with your hair, nails, and skin.
Yes.
So that is why I think I didn't have such bad hair loss because I was like, everything I ate was protein.
Yeah.
I did not eat slider foods. I did not really introduce veggies until later on. I didn't introduce fruit. I was very protein motivated.
Very heavy protein. Yeah.
And so my hair, skin, and nails didn't suffer as much as
like mine did.
Mine was 3 months of hair loss.
Well, and for yours, what I will say too is that like, because you were also hitting the goals consistently. So not only is Kelly getting protein in every day, she's also was hitting those goals every single day as well.
Every day, yeah.
Because I was eating protein all the time too, but I wasn't hitting my goal. I could never fucking hit it took me almost 6 months.
Yeah.
To get my water and my protein balanced.
And by then, you're already starting to lose.
A fuck ton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you weren't consistent with vitamins.
No, so that didn't help. I only took
vitamins,
B and D.
I just took the wrong ones.
Yeah, you took the Flintstones.
No, I did not take Flintstones.
Oh no, Zach took the Flintstones.
Yeah. Which that's an episode that will be coming soon.
Yes.
I took the gummy version of just an everyday vitamin.
That's right.
Which is better than nothing.
Yeah.
And I did take extra of the hair, skin, and nails one. But now that I'm consistently on ProCare
with
my calcium and everything, it's much better. But it could be even better. It could be. Yeah.
Like if you're hitting consistently your protein goals and getting all your vitamins in, like I think it's going to be a lot less for you people.
Yes. Yeah. I think I need to be back on hitting my protein goals. God damn it. Okay. And then the last one is protein helps form bones, enzymes, and immune system antibodies to help your body function properly.
Yes.
So I want to point out if people are having complications, a lot of the complications, now this isn't like complications with the actual surgery, like after being nauseous, all of those things. Headaches.
Yeah.
I have a complete list right here.
Yeah, she'll go over them.
The problems. If you're having these kind of complications, 9 times out of 10, it is either a vitamin that you're lacking or you're not hitting your protein goals.
Yeah, because me and Kelly will be like, we feel stupid. We need to eat.
Yeah. 100%.
And that's because listen to this list, guys.
Yes, this
is
list
a great
is
list.
Insane.
Like
I was like, oh, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
So the symptoms of lack of protein. I want you guys to listen up very clearly. Lack of protein, nausea, headache, mood changes, weakness, fatigue, low blood pressure, hunger and food cravings, which is me right now, and diarrhea.
And I love how that's the last one. And diarrhea.
I probably have, on a normal day, I would say I have nausea, headaches, mood changes, weakness, fatigue, and hunger and food cravings. So out of 8, I have 6 of them.
Holy fuck.
On a daily
Can I see the list?
basis. Yes.
Let me see what mine are.
I'd be more than happy to give you the list. The list is incredibly grounding to know that, like, and this is just for a normal person. Like, this is not just a bariatric problem, once again, but we have a harder time not having these things.
Yeah.
Because we need the protein in such a heavy amount.
And heavier fashion because of our pouch being so small.
Correct.
And that's why they're saying protein is important, because like it's the building blocks of healing. And like the other thing that said is for your body to function correctly. So that's how much protein is important. And you have to be able to function correctly. So mine is, I have headache, mood changes, and fatigue is definitely mine.
3 out of 8.
3 out of 8. Yeah.
Okay.
On a daily basis. Daily basis.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I don't have low blood pressure and I don't have diarrhea really ever.
No, I'm the same.
Oh, maybe, no, I will say hunger and food cravings. I have 4.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why I skipped over that one. That one's obvious.
So you're over 50%.
Yeah. No, I'm at 40. Yeah, because it's 4 out of 8. Do the math. I'm a math major. I'm going to correct you all.
Over 50.
Well, then you'll be wrong because it's 50% exactly.
Yes. So then how much protein do we need in a sitting? So we have debated this with other people.
Yeah, I literally just did with someone else.
And this, what Mel found, makes a whole hell of a lot of sense.
You know why? Because it does math. There's a lot of math.
Numbers.
And I love
numbers,
it.
People.
So we keep hearing this 30 number. All
30.
the time.
30 grams.
Like 30 grams. And that's actually what was the debate with this other person, was because he eats 55 grams per meal.
Which,
so I was like, hey, like,
that's a lot.
One, what is that? That's a lot. How are you doing that? And then 2 was like, hey, I thought that you can only absorb 30. And he's like, well, bodybuilders do more all the time. That was his reasoning. So I was like, okay. So then we doing this. I'm like, what is it?
Yeah.
So basically I'm going to give you a couple facts here. So it says there's a maximum rate that fast absorbing protein like whey can be absorbed.
Okay.
So it says that it's 8 to 10 grams per hour. Okay. And they want us to not eat, about 3 to 4 hours at a time. Like we need to have something within 3 to 4 hours or 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah. I mean, it's like in between 4 to 6 times a day.
Yeah. So then that would make sense if you do the math. So say it's 3 hours, 3 times 10 is 30. So that's where that 30 number is coming from, because they're like, hey, have something with almost every 3 hours. Yeah. Then they're also saying here is that there's 20 amino acids that you need in your body, and we only make 11 of those. So we need 20 to live. Our body only makes 11. So we have to get the other 9 somewhere else. Yeah. So the 9 is actually called the essential amino acids that you can only get through your diet.
Do your diet,
right?
And those are found
in protein. So those are the ones that make up the other 11. So you need to have the protein so that way your body can function correctly.
Did you hear that?
Yes, I did. I totally did.
Okay.
So now we know 30 grams at a time per meal, and you need to have protein to help with your getting those complete amino acids so that way your body can function correctly.
Yes.
And I believe you found something.
Yes, about complete and non-complete proteins.
Yes.
So complete versus incomplete proteins. Proteins and amino acids are used for almost every metabolic process in the body.
Holy shit. Everything.
Yes. Amino acids are the building blocks of protein. Makes sense.
Yep.
Okay. For optimal health, there are 9 essential amino acids we need from dietary sources. Now, we are looking at 2 different things.
Yes, we're not even on the same site.
But they're saying the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next one is, however, not all proteins are alike. As a bariatric patient, your primary goal is to get high quality protein sources in to meet your nutritional needs. Many people get confused as to what types of proteins they should eat and what is considered a good protein source.
Which I was confused as well.
I was confused in the beginning. I was like, I can just eat this.
Right. And like all meats, right? Just
meats.
Anything that's a meat, right? That's connected to an animal was what I thought.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Or it comes out of an animal. Eggs, cheese, Okay. So complete proteins are animal-based proteins are known as complete proteins because they contain all 9 of the essential amino acids your body needs to function properly.
Yep.
Okay. I just have to squirrel for a moment. I hate fucking Snapchat. I hate it.
I know.
I hate it with a passion. I don't know why it's on my phone. I don't use it.
Then you should delete it.
I know. And then it like pops up and it's like, this person did this. And I'm like, I don't really fucking care about that person.
Here's a new story. So remember that they just said a complete protein is 9 amino acids, right?
Yes.
And on my side, it says, our body only makes 11 and we need 20 for it to be functioning
properly.
So, yep.
Okay. So complete proteins are as follows: beef, poultry, pork, seafood and fish, eggs, and dairy. Simple.
Cool. Yep.
Okay. So this is the problem with if you are a plant-based or vegan or pescatarian, not pescatarian.
Yeah, that's fish.
Vegetarian. That was the last one. Okay. So incomplete proteins, plant-based proteins are considered to be incomplete proteins as they lack one or more of the essential amino acids that your body needs. So beans, pinto, kidney, garbanzo, lentils and split pea, nuts and seeds, grains and rice, and vegetables.
Yep.
So that's why it's such a hard thing for those vegetarians, plant-based, any of that, to get proper nutrition.
Well, and this is, I mentioned it once on a Dr. Dovak episode of Travis Barker, because he's vegan. And when he went through the fire and the plane crash or whatever, that I can't remember exactly what happened, but it was bad.
Yeah.
For healing wise, it wasn't working. Like he was like, and they finally were like, you need to eat meat. And he did, and then healed really fast. So that was the deal. It's like he just wasn't getting a complete protein, and your body needs that to heal. It's for wound healing.
Yep.
Like it's funny because with all of Eric's shit, like he had those fucking wound vacs in. So I know what a wound vac is and how crazy those fucking look.
Yeah.
And they were like pumping him of protein because that was the only thing that would help him heal. And what's hilarious, guys, is that like, so he loves devotion now. Like I literally, if he can have it all day long, he would. And I'm like, babe, you're gonna have the shits. You
have to eat real food.
Yeah, and you're gonna have the shits. Like I'm like, come on.
No, I remember having like going through my liquid diet. I'm like, I have to be next to a bathroom 24/7 because I don't know what's coming out of me.
I was like, I need to give you something hearty every day, at least once, is what I say to him.
Yeah, most definitely.
But what's funny is, so I'm giving him all this protein, and he's for his the wound that's open still, not the blood ulcer, but just the one that's open, is ahead of healing by a week and a half.
Because he's getting so much complete protein.
Yes. So
there you go.
So any wounds, guys.
Okay.
Wounds.
So then it says plant-based proteins provide some of the amino acids, but they need to be combined with other foods, beans with rice, whole wheat toast with peanut butter, to make a complete protein known as a complementary protein.
Ooh.
Okay. After bariatric surgery, this is not a good option. Here's why. Plant source proteins are naturally higher in carbs or fat and calories, while lower in protein than their animal protein counterparts. So that's why they're like, no, you need like meat. You need to be eating meat. You can't just rely on nuts and cheese.
Well, even nuts, beans and rice.
Beans and rice and beans and nuts. Something like, you can't completely rely on those.
Correct.
Especially right after surgery.
Yeah.
Like later on you can add those and you can have those as snacks, but snackies. As I like to call them. Okay. So what was the other one we were going to talk about?
You actually went through the levels of like the protein or like what the food names are for each level. What's like a lower protein, higher protein?
Yes. Yeah. Okay, she's right. I'm right at the section. I was going to go to a different section, but we need to start with that one. Okay, so protein shakes, chicken, cottage cheese, halibut, all high protein.
Yeah.
Okay. String cheese, ribeye, chicken sausage, and mozzarella cheese is all medium. And then the low protein options are almonds, peanut butter, black beans, and cheddar cheese.
Now, does it say why they're in each level? Like, what does that even mean?
Okay, so choosing your proteins. We'll just go over this whole section.
Oh, cool.
The calories from the protein sources vary greatly depending on the fat and carbs content. When choosing proteins, look for sources high in protein grams and low in calories to maximize nutrition and keep calories low for weight loss and maintenance. A guideline to make the selection easier is a minimum of 10 grams of protein for every 100 calories.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. The higher protein grams, the lower calories, the better.
All right.
Which is why chicken, fish are high protein, low calories. And why they're more of a...
I remember when I used to like do the calorie stuff on my Fitness Pal, and it would blow my mind that I could have like an 8-ounce steak and it would be like 300 calorie.
Yeah.
I'm like, why do people keep saying meat and potatoes are so bad for you? I'm like, it just has to be the potato part. And also, if you just had the potato with a little bit of the ends, like the toppings,
yeah,
it's really not bad for you.
It's really not.
So
it's the amount, I think, is what it is.
Yeah.
Because not only are you having a huge steak and a huge potato, because if you think to like what you ate before surgery,
yeah,
I would grub down on some meat and potatoes.
I know.
But then also you're probably adding in a ton of bread.
Yeah, it's all the other stuff.
A ton of butter.
Yeah.
You're adding all the toppings and you're just eating in such a vast amount.
Yeah.
That it's like you're just consuming more than what your body can handle.
Yep.
So
yeah, makes sense.
The other portion is daily caloric intake. So a lot of times, and I do want to say this, when you are newly post-op,
yeah,
do not count your calories.
Shoot.
It does not count. Like, it does not matter. It does not matter.
At all.
Like,
at all. I would say, even, I think I've heard Jamie say, don't count your calories at all.
Yeah.
Like,
she is not a calorie counter.
It's protein, bitches, and water.
Protein, bitches. That's what we need to put on a shirt.
Oh my God.
It's protein time,
bitches.
But if you are curious about it, because I was curious and I actually asked a bunch of times and I didn't understand why they wouldn't give me a calorie number.
Yeah.
Like, especially in the beginning. Whoa, my body heated up after that. I got like really amped by that.
You're such a nerd.
I asked over and over again and I was like, why won't they give me a calorie amount? And it's because it does not matter.
Well, and your body's burning more calories than you can consume at that point. So it really doesn't matter.
Especially in the beginning.
Yeah. Like the first 6 months to a year, it's not even possible.
You're not consuming enough calories to make it count.
Yeah, because I remember Uncle Charles asked Eric, was like, well, what about the cheese? Like, yeah, you should be careful with the cheese. And Eric's like, they told her that it didn't matter because she can't consume enough for it to hurt her. There's not enough room.
Yeah, you're not consuming in excess the amount that you need.
Yep.
But if you are curious, here is a little handy chart.
Yes.
So the average calories per day. So if you're consuming about 520 calories a day, 62 grams of that should be protein.
Okay.
And I mean, if you break it down calorie wise, that's a lot of fucking protein. So you can understand that's why you need to consume so much protein.
Yeah. Cause it's
telling you that like, that's a lot of protein. I don't know an exact like ratio of it.
Right.
But I mean, if you think about it, a steak, 8-ounce steak is about 300 calories, right?
Yeah, 3 to 4.
Yeah. So you're only consuming 520 calories. And if you're having an 8-ounce steak, that's half of it.
Yeah.
Right there.
And like you will be getting, I mean, I could probably pull it up right now what a steak protein is, like how much that is for 8 ounce.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot. It's a lot of protein.
It's
good. Let me see. Do I have Bariatric on here?
You should.
I should. Berry.
So we'll go through this while she does that.
Yeah.
So 925 calories, if you're consuming that in a day, 48 grams of protein.
Uh-oh, is the math not making sense?
High protein to low calorie ratio. Okay. So this is an example of where you're not getting the high protein.
Okay.
You're consuming 925 calories and 48 of it is protein.
Oh, yeah, that's not enough.
So then you go back, 810 calories should be 65 grams of protein.
Okay.
And that's an example of a high protein, low calorie ratio.
Diet. Okay.
Now, if you go 600 calories and 31 of it is protein, that's low.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes back and forth. And then if you're at 1250 calories, which is once you got to about a year, you're generally going to be 12 to 1400 calories a day because you are now on a normal rate of eating, a ratio of eating.
Yeah, I think I was fluctuating between 1200 to 1500.
Yeah, and that's normal. That's that's a typical normal meal. So 1250 calories, you want 83 of that to be protein. So you're really, as you get further along post-op, you can see where that goes from like 40 to 60 grams to 60 to 80 grams of protein a day.
Yes. And for an 8-ounce steak, it's 56 grams of protein. Done deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you cook an 8-ounce steak, split it into half, eat part of it for lunch, part of it for dinner. There you go.
Good to go.
I could never finish an 8-ounce steak now.
No, not now.
No.
And then, okay, so I was wrong. So 8-ounce steak has 614 calories.
Okay.
But it's 56 grams of protein. So that ratio is insane.
Yeah.
So that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Especially if you're mixing it where like, oh, I have this at lunch and then I have this at dinner.
Exactly. Like
and
you
you
can have a
switch up a side.
salad.
Mm-hmm.
Or just have the steak. If you're post-op and you haven't introduced vegetables yet, just have the steak.
Yeah. But you're right. I would probably do a salad in the lunchtime and then I would do like asparagus or green beans on the side for the other.
Grilled asparagus is fucking
so good.
bomb.
Yeah.
Especially if you marinate it in soy sauce.
Hell yeah.
They are so good.
Hell yeah.
So good. So then it kind of like breaks it down. So these are some examples of high protein meals. That's why I love what I'm looking at right now.
I know.
It gives you every single information you should possibly know. And what's funny is it comes from Kaiser Permanente. I've hated on you guys, but this makes a lot of sense. Breakfast, 1% cottage cheese and pineapple. And that's a 3/4 cup of the cottage cheese, 2 ounces of pineapple, 134 calories, and that's 21 grams of protein.
Nice.
So, and then for lunch, deli ham and low-fat string cheese wrapped in lettuce.
Okay.
It's 3 ounces of meat, 1 ounce of the string cheese, and 1 ounce of the lettuce. That is 161 calories. And that will give you 23 grams of protein.
Nice. There you go.
Then for a snack, PB2, which if you don't know what PB2 is, it's like a powder form of peanut butter.
It is.
It has extra protein in it. And then you mix it with milk or water and it makes a peanut butter.
I don't like it.
I'm not a huge fan of it, but I also haven't tried it in a long time. So
I would try it again.
Yeah.
I haven't tried that in a few years.
Yeah.
So.
And I think a lot of people use it to like fatten up their protein shakes.
Yeah. That's what my brother would do.
Yeah. So you do the PB2 and then half of an apple. I was like, I can zoom on this. Half in an apple. 2 tablespoons of the PB2 and 4 ounces of the apple is 105 calories and is 5 proteins, 5 grams of protein. For dinner, chicken thigh and broccoli. 3 ounces of chicken thigh, half a cup of broccoli is roughly 205 calories, and it is 24 grams of protein. So a total of 600 calories in the day, 605, 73 grams of protein.
There you go.
So that's a typical, so if you're having, so like for me, I like to do breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner.
That's what I do. Yeah.
So if you're doing it like that, there's no way you can't hit your protein.
Yeah, because you need to like at least have 10 grams per meal.
Yes.
At least.
Except for snacks. I think snacks are a little different for me.
Okay.
But I mean, you can have a Built Bar.
As long as you pick it up on the bigger meals, then you're fine.
Yeah. So very interesting.
Because like Eric gets like I give him a yogurt and a string cheese a lot together. And yeah, he's getting like 15, 16 grams of protein.
Per meal.
Per like just for that. So it's like, yeah, you can really do get over 10 sometimes without even trying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you make those little like, I know when I was newly post-op, I did lunch meat. I would do cheese and then I would put some mustard in it and just roll it up and eat it like that.
Yeah.
Because it's just, you are just trying to get all the protein in you can. And that's a really simple meal.
Oh, I just pictured it in my head with my roast beef that I have upstairs.
Yep. Just roll it with some cheese.
Yep.
A little bit of mustard. I know you don't like mustard, but
nope.
I like mustard on my lunch meat. So
weirdo.
We also made a recipe out of Kristen Willard's cookbook, and it was that chicken salad.
Yes.
So we did the chicken salad, and then we put it actually in little mini pepper boats, and then just ate it like that. Even the teenagers liked it.
They did. It was kind of funny because I tried to play it up like, I wasn't sure I was going to like this just to get them to like come over.
And they actually did
and they did. And like Chloe ate so much of the chicken salad stuff.
Yeah, she just wanted the chicken salad.
Yeah.
And
that was
like
quick to make too.
Oh, yeah. It took 5 seconds. Like you just drain the chicken, kind of chop it up a little bit. You added... I mean, you'll have to buy Kristen Willard's book and then you can have the rest.
Yes.
But
yes, people.
It was really good, really super simple. And like I said, the girls liked it. And very high in protein.
High in protein. Because the cream cheese and the chicken and that together was like really good for you.
It actually wasn't even cream cheese.
What was it?
It was just a little bit of light mayo.
Oh, well then even better.
Yeah.
So
like
there you
light
go.
mayo and you just mixed it in and yeah, it was a very fulfilling meal.
It was.
So,
I liked the texture of the sweet pepper with it.
It gave you a little bit of sweetness, but then it also had that crunch to it.
That's what I liked.
So I'm definitely going to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Mel's working from my house tomorrow, so we'll probably make that for lunch.
We should.
Because it was
I'm down.
Good. I'll have to make double because Chloe will want some. So
sweet.
Yeah. So it kind of breaks it down how important protein is.
Yeah.
How to get protein. The big deal is like you have to have a plan.
That's the deal. You got a plan.
That's what I don't have at this moment.
No plans.
We have no plan.
All the plans are gone.
Neither of us have a plan.
Just my morning egg bites.
Yep. That's about it. And I didn't even finish mine today.
You didn't.
And I mean, egg bites are a great way to get protein.
Yeah, because
eggs and you.
Let's see how much we get. I know like typically per egg is supposed to be 6 grams, but it also has bacon and cheese in it. So I just don't know what it is.
I don't know.
So let's take a look.
Well, and I like having my Profi in the morning. The problem with the Profi for me is I'll drink it, I'll finish it. I know I'm getting ample protein, but I'm still hungry. And that's where that like I drink it over an hour and a half period. It's rare that I finish it quicker than that. And then I immediately want something to eat after. So, and I think that comes down to that like dense protein.
Yeah.
Because if you're giving your body what it wants and you're getting that protein, but it all also is just sliding down. There's nothing to like hold it there.
Yeah.
So that's why I like kind of like the like egg bites or like Zach makes a really good like egg scramble with just cheese and sausage links and eggs. And
I would hope so because that's an omelet, man.
It's an omelet and it's really good. And he was making it for me every morning.
Oh, has he stopped?
Yeah, he might. He stopped coming home in between jobs. So he's like, he goes to the one job, works, and then goes straight to the other one.
Got it.
I can make my own eggs.
You can.
I can make my own eggs.
And by the way, it's still good. So it's 18 grams of protein for the 2 bacon gears. If you need them together.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Okay. So 9 grams per.
Yeah. 9.5 grams.
I have officially had 9 grams of protein today.
Yeah.
And that is why I'm not hitting my goals.
Oh my God. That's true. Because let's see. I offered her a string cheese. I did. Did she eat it?
String cheese not that much.
Let's see. So string cheese.
78 grams.
You mean 7 grams of protein?
This says 8.
Oh, 8 grams.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I thought you said 78 and I'm like, that's a lot.
78 in one string cheese, people.
I was like, holy fuck.
Go and eat your string cheese.
Like, go now.
That's your daily allotment.
God.
No, you can only absorb 30 at a time.
We went over this.
Yes.
We went over this.
Well, and it's funny because when we first started doing smoothies, like our smoothie recipes, if you have been with us that long, we used to be like, that gives you 56 grams of protein. That's great for 1 cup. Now we know it doesn't matter. We're only absorbing 30.
Only 30.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter if it's like 80 grams of protein, you're only absorbing 30. So there's that. Yeah. So it just goes to show even we can be wrong.
Yeah. And like, think about it. So you've had 19, you've had 9.
I've had 9.
And then I've had 26.
Yes.
So we're bad right now.
We are real bad because it is
2:30.
Almost 3:00.
Yeah. So we need to get on that.
We do.
Because that's how we know how much protein is important, especially going all through this. I'm like, oh crap.
Yeah.
And also my Dr. Patterson said, like, even with you being post-op, like for me being this long, if I don't hit these goals, I can still have hair loss. So it's not just for the beginning, guys. It's not.
There you go.
Yeah.
So for the rest of your life, you need to be hitting these goals. But if you think about it, the essential amino acids that you need for your body to live and to create new good skin, hair, and nails, we're not giving it what it needs.
Yeah.
So the fact that you still lose hair, my hairs doesn't grow. I know it looks like I have voluptuous hair. 95% of it is I would say 70%.
Yeah, I was like, you have a head of hair, Kellie.
This is all real up here.
Yeah.
And then it goes to about like here.
Yeah.
So this is all
like, you're not bald.
Extensions. I'm not bald. But I can see the difference of like when I'm on my protein to when I am not on protein.
Yep. 100%.
And like when I was going home when I lived with my mom, I would literally have my proffie, have a full lunch, and then still have a full dinner.
Yeah, you would.
So I was giving myself the protein, and I was having Built bars in between to supplement. So it was and don't be eating Built bars before you're ready.
Yes, we have had people ask us about that.
Yes.
You need to follow your doctor's orders for like when to introduce foods.
And I didn't even introduce protein bars until we started doing lives. And that was right around, I think, a year. I think it was a year.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. They are fucking delicious. They do taste amazing.
They do. And they're high in proteins.
They are high in protein.
15 grams or so.
And there's nothing wrong with supplementing with it's so funny because in the beginning, I remember being like, they're glorified candy bars. Nobody should eat them. Blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, no, like it makes sense now.
They have a purpose.
Yeah, they have a
They
purpose.
do have a purpose, and they need to be here
but
because
they cannot fulfill your entire allotment of protein.
No, what it does, it fulfills my allotment of one in a candy bar.
Yes.
Yeah, and you have to understand the purpose of them.
Yes.
So they are meant to be a candy bar with protein in them.
Or on the go.
Or on the go.
Because
like, use them.
That's how I use them, is on the go. If I'm in my car, I know when I'm leaving, I need to put some in my bag. Because if I'm in the car all day doing appointments or whatever, I have to have something in my system.
Yep.
And half the time, I don't want to stop at fast food.
No.
I don't. So
sometimes even driving by fast food, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I just don't.
No,
I'm not a fan. So this is our Protein 101.
Yeah.
We have given you all the details. We have learned so much from doing this.
Seriously, it made me reevaluate myself with protein. So.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And then we are going to be doing an episode soon with about macros and about how to read a food label.
Yeah. How that all works together.
Yes.
So.
What are they? What do you need to know? What is the best things for pre-op, post-op, newly post-op, and the further along post-op? Because they can be confusing.
It can be.
And so can protein. It can be real confusing.
I know that's why we have to like update ourselves.
Yes.
Because things change. Information as it comes, we adapt and move towards whatever we need to be. But we just need to be healthy.
Well, and what we
feel good.
We heard pre-op and newly post-op might not really be accurate because you're going through a lot emotionally before and after.
Yeah.
And so I know that I took in some information and other information was just like,
right? It's kind of like an information overload.
It is because you're trying to pack so much into your brain at one time. Yeah.
You know what? It's because we're overdoing the protein in our brain. So that way protein's like the over.
You're such a nerd.
I know.
She's like, that one didn't hit the way I wanted it to.
No, it made more sense. I mean, it made a lot of sense in my head. Yeah, so, I mean.
I give you props for trying.
Yeah, why not? You never know.
All right.
What hits, what doesn't.
We love you guys.
And we will see you next time. Bye.